Welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest, and on this episode, we're going to be tearing down the 6.5 liter that came out of my mail truck that I'm going to be replacing with a 5.9 12 valve Cummins. So let's check out why this engine didn't have oil pressure. There's been a few comments and theories in the comments down below. If you have your own, leave it down there before we get started. I know for a fact that one of the common causes is not the issue because I've checked on it before, and we'll talk about that when we get into it. Here we go. All right, let's see if I can get this motor back in front of the truck here. That'll be the easiest place to work on it. But it's heavy. All right, that's off the ground. Let's see if I can hit it with the wiggle. Hit it with the wiggle. Hit it with the wiggle. This video is sponsored by nexpow jumpstarter. Let's take a look at this nexpow jumpstarter. If you've been looking for a jumpstarter, then I've got a great deal on this one. Thanks to nexpow for that. Let's check this out. This is something I would carry in my toolkit when I go out on emergency roadside rescue. You can see it's pretty easy to get your tools all mixed up and dirty, but with this carrying case, that keeps everything together. This is a great looking jump starter, exactly like something that you'd expect to see when you order a jump starter to keep in your roadside emergency kit. This jump starter will put out 2,000 peak battery amps. It's really nice and portable, and it has a light built in the top for emergencies. Also 2 USB outlets. 4 little LED indicators tell you how much battery you have left. And a strobing light. That way you can put it out for emergencies at night. That way you can be nice and visible at night putting this on strobe. Let's go ahead and see if this will jump my 4-liter engine without the battery hooked up. That's my pretty standard test for these jump boxes. If it can do that, then it should be able to start pretty much any small car. 4 liters is nice and big. Let's check it out. You can't short this out. It's got a protector built in. All right, I'll unhook the battery there. And let's hook this up. All right, I'll unhook the battery there. And let's hook this up. No problem. Thanks again to nexpow for sponsoring this video. If this looks like a tool you're interested in, check out that discount down below. If not, back to the video. I've used this nexpow jumpstart about 5 times since I charged it, and it's worked great. It's at 75% power. I think this would make a great gift or something to put inside your own emergency roadside kit. Definitely won't look out of place. Thanks again to nexpow, and back to the video. All right. I'm out of breath. Let's get this torn apart. Dang. Let's rip off the heads first. All right, let's take this valve cover off. Dead battery. So last winter, I tore into the bottom half of this engine trying to replace the oil pump. I was hoping that oil pump was the issue. I was thinking it wasn't, but I figured I'd replace it just before I got a new engine anyways. And there's oil squirter nozzles on the bottom of in this engine that spray oil up onto the bottom of the pistons. If those fall out, they can cause the same issue, but all the nozzles were there. I had to check with a mirror. That took forever. I'll show you how I checked when we get the bottom torn into. Dang, everything's all on there. So I don't care about it. I'm gonna throw it away. I just figured I'd hit it. It ain't coming off. Nasty old thick oil I put in there. Okay, let's take off this rocker. both rockers, there's two. Okay, there's a rocker arm. We're gonna have to take off both to get the head off. All these are the head bolts here. The rocker cover is easy to take off though. Two bolts holding it on's a little sus. All right, that should be ready. Sounds a little more hollow. There it goes. Oh, we got the hoist holding onto that head though. I'm gonna have to put her down. Big old heavy head. Let's put it down on the cardboard. What we got in here? Man, you can still see the cross honing in there. I'm so bummed that the oil pressure was so low on this. This motor's in great shape. You see that? Dang. Man, this thing was running good. Wear-wise on the cylinder walls. Dang. So then you got right there. Let's get that other head off and flip this over and check out the crank. Oh man, this has been another long day. Let's take the head. If you're planning on reusing your head, don't take them off like this, just so you know. I bet we got the same situation over here. Yeah, even better. Dang, that honing's like brand new. Diesels always do that almost. Not always. Diesels are good at doing that. Not even wearing out their cylinder walls. I'm just so bummed that it's in such good shape. Bolt like it's nothing. Man, this Milwaukee's awesome. All right, let's pop that crank off. I bet it's not gonna be too hard. Swing. And the little oil sprayers are in these holes on the right and the left here. That's why there's only two on this bottom one. And you can see, where are they? They spray up onto the bottom of the piston. Where this little ridge is here, there's a small hole right here under my finger. See if I can see light coming through there. There's a hole right here, but there's also a small hole right here. This small hole has a nozzle in it that sprays oil on the bottom of the pistons. If those nozzles ever fall out, then you have to replace them, but that wasn't the issue. All right, so I've got this all loaded up and ready to head to recycling. And here's what ended up happening, guys. I figured it out. I was expecting the main bearings to be worn out from probably a billion hours of idling since it was a mail truck. But I didn't see that when I took the crank out, so I was a little perplexed. And honestly, you should have expected from the uneven crank, since I've ever had the vehicle, that there was something going on. I just didn't think that would probably cause oil issues. I never correlated the two together because I didn't expect this to cause oil pressure issues, but we actually had a broken lifter. That broken lifter was leaking oil pressure when the oil got warm, and it was causing that uneven crank that you could hear that I thought wasn't, causing an issue because the truck ran just fine after it started, but it looks like that's what was causing the issue all along.